Hey, what's going on, family? We have Benzinga asking us a question. Is it a sign? Warren Buffett's latest move with Apple stock is still puzzling investors. Are you serious? But there may be more behind it. This article came out on August the 20th, 2024 on Benzinga's website. Here it is. Look at Warren Buffett smiling, just grinning. One of the richest men on the planet in terms of fiat dollars. Why would he sell some of his stock? Is that a very simple question? Am I right or wrong? The true reason we may never know. But most times people sell a stock for two reasons. One is because they're trying to take profit. Two, they're trying to minimize their losses. That's it. So why is Benzinga asking us, is it a sign? Did he sell all of his Apple stock? No. Maybe it's just all a coincidence. Some experts think Buffett prefers round numbers, so stopping at 400 million shares might not be a big deal. Others see Buffett positioning Apple as a key long-term investment, similar to how he views Coca-Cola. Now, these are so-called experts. You mean we have experts here thinking that Warren like whole numbers, so he sold 400 million shares of Apple? Really? And what makes you an expert? Why don't they just not send him a tweet, DM Warren Buffett, and ask him, hey man, why are you selling 400 million shares of Apple stock? Instead of thinking, just go ask the man. Or ask somebody at Berkshire Hathaway, say, why y'all sold 400 million shares of stock? I just want to know. And if Warren would have said, oh, I just like round numbers, then cool, that's the answer. But then you have other people now guessing, saying that he's positioning his stake in Apple as a long-term investment. Why would they come up with that thesis? I don't know. In the first quarter of 2024, Berkshire Hathaway sold over 100 million Apple shares. And in the second quarter, they sold an additional 390 million shares, totaling 490 million shares. Despite the sell-off, Apple is still Berkshire Hathaway's largest public investment, with around 400 million shares worth nearly $90 billion. So, what? 490 million shares ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of money. But you can still see he holds 400 million shares. So what's this article going on about? Did Warren Buffett make a mistake by selling 490 million shares in the first 2 quarters of 2024? Because maybe Apple stock has more room to go up. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. What does Warren know? Because he still holds Apple stock. He didn't sell his whole stake. Right here are the top 5 Berkshire Hathaway holdings. This is 30.5% of the portfolio, Apple stock. Then you have Bank of America, American Express, Coca-Cola, and Chevron. Okay, by far, Apple is the biggest. The biggest piece of his portfolio is Apple. So I think Warren still knows that there's more room to run in Apple stock. So what's the gist of this video? This article. Why are they coming out saying, is it a sign? Puzzling investors. I think they just want clicks. Because I think when you look at the chart for Apple specifically, it is showing that Apple is not through with going up. And we're going to talk about it. Now, I would be worried if Warren did come out and sold all of his Apple stock. Then we need to have a conversation and really break it down. What is he seeing off the charts? But he still holds it. 30% of his portfolio is still in Apple. So let's get to the charts real quick and see what's up. Okay, so this is the chart in Apple. Now, we did a price prediction in Apple right here on July the 26th, 2024. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and check it out. We anticipated some weakness to occur into the market in Apple. That is precisely what it did. We identified 2 buy zones. Okay, one right here around 206 to like 207, 208. Looking for buyers to potentially hold here. They didn't do it. Then we had another buy zone down here around 195 to to 191. And it came close to that area on August the 5th. Yep, right there. Because we also shown you right here the current trend into the market in Apple. It was trending bullish then. Now, seeing that the market didn't hold this buy zone, we can get rid of it. Boom. It's just that simple. There wasn't no buyers there. Instead, buyers felt price was more attractive. They saw more value around 195. So we were pretty close to see the market hit our buy zone. It didn't ultimately touch it, but again, that was the low right there. 10.15% there. Okay. Now, we're at a sell zone right now. So would you be surprised if Apple began to go down? I wouldn't be. I mean, we already know that we may see increased selling pressure right now. So would you want to jump on board now, especially when you know that you're at a sell zone? Just asking a question. But look at this on the weekly chart. Okay, this is very, very strong. You can see the last 2 weeks, specifically the week of August the 5th, 2024, Apple closed up or was down 1.65%, even in the midst of all of, well, I ain't gonna say all, but the majority of the stocks crashing, i.e. just going down. Then the next week, we still saw price close at the high of that weekly bar, ended up 4.5%. So you let me know, are you bullish or are you bearish in Apple? Because this 2 weekly price bar right here is telling me that buyers approached the market. They bought the stock. That's what they did. Here it is on the 3. This is even more bullish. It was like the move throughout this 3 weekly price bar wasn't real. Like it tricked a lot of people into thinking, hey, we're about to crash in Apple stock. But then it was like, reverse, psych, let me go ahead and move this market price up in Apple to conclude the 3 weeks, because the price closed at the very high of that bar. That tells you that buyers' demand is stronger than supply sellers. Here it is on the 5. That's one reason why I suspect Warren is still looking for this stock to continue to go up. Right there. Because don't be surprised. Yeah, he may have sold 490 million shares, but he may buy more too. He just may buy more, especially when this market dipped the way it did over the last couple of weeks. Here it is, Apple on the 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some strength into the market in Apple. Now, like I said, would you want to buy at this sell zone? Necessarily, no. But since we don't cover this stock all the time, every day, we're going to put the position there though. And we're going to create some buy zones in the market in Apple. Okay. And let's go ahead and put one here. And I think we're going to move our support area right there around 210. We're going to get rid of this sell zone here. And we're going to try to target Apple going to these all-time high areas. Now, let me add on another shallow sell zone because I want us to at least get something off the table while we got this market trending up. So this will be our first target here. Only 2% move higher there. Not a lot, but I get it. And our second target will be at the second sell zone. That is around 4.63%. And then let's just run the next one up to 250. Since Warren like round numbers. That's 10.43% there. All right, so let's see how strong the buyers are. Because the stronger they are, the farther we will see price go. If they're not that strong, then we may just hit this first sell zone and then begin to come down. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.